Hello and welcome to the Big Chid Show. First episode, first video, first anything. And we're here. Now, this is a bit of a weird one. I was originally trying to make a podcast, and if anyone knows me, I've been talking to people. I was going to make a podcast instead of doing YouTube clips and all this sort of stuff, but I've had a change of heart. I think I'm just going to do YouTube videos, YouTube clips like this, talking sports, and that sort of stuff. We will go a bit more into that later into this video. But welcome. This is the Big Chid Show. I am Chid. This has been a little bit of a passion project for me. I've been trying to do this, I want to say since I was like 15, 16, really getting into it. And I've just, look, a bit of laziness and a bit of unorganization has never really done it. But here we are. I'm actually just going to have a crack, see what happens. And the Big Chid Show is now up and running. But first of all, before we get into all that, LeBron James has signed with the Philadelphia 76ers for 2 years. I believe it's a player option. I haven't got the stats in front of me or whatever it is, but I believe it's 2 year with a player option. So he may retire this year and whatever he would sign on, or he'll sign on next year and play again. Wow. Look, I think when I was looking at and what I've heard from, I think Philadelphia was always rumored to be in there. But I thought, in my what I've looked at, I thought Philadelphia was fourth. I never had them above Cleveland. I never had them above Miami. I thought those two were the top two that he was going to sign at. And then I had, because you'll find out, I'll talk about it later, I am a Timberwolves diehard. I thought the Timberwolves was a good option. I had the Timberwolves above Philly. I think that was more of a biased hope more than a objective opinion. But LeBron's at the Sixers. Now, I am very much LeBron the GOAT. LeBron is the GOAT to me. I don't think Michael Jordan is. To me, personally, I've watched LeBron. I never watched Michael Jordan. I was born in 2000, so the only Jordan, if I was even conscious to be able to watch, was him on the Wizards, which I was not. So LeBron, I really started getting into basketball in 2011 and 12, right around when Kevin Love came in, Blake Griffin, all those boys came in. That's when I started really getting into my basketball. But LeBron James is my GOAT. Now, for him to go to the 76ers is an interesting fit. Now, I don't have the stats in front of me, but I might try and get that up right now. 76ers, I'm pretty sure, have lost a lot of their bench this year with Kelly Oubre leaving. Obviously, they got VJ Combe, Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, Joel Embiid. Yeah, I don't know about the fit. So on their roster right now, they have, I think, starting point guards, obviously Tyrese. Then you've got VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown. I'd start LeBron at the 4, and then Embiid at the 5. They've got Ari Hukporti in at the center. I like that. Aside from that, I mean, it says here Anthony Simons. I didn't realize they got Anthony Simons. That's unbelievable pickup. Dean Wade also. So they've got, I don't want to say they've got good depth. I don't know about it. I'm a bit worried about that. But when you get LeBron James on your team, there's two things are going to happen. You're going to win, and you're going to get a couple of his players that he likes to join the team. Now, we've already seen, based off that, I think Kentavious Caldwell Pope, is it? I believe. I'm having a mind blank on the name. But he's just signed. Yeah, Kentavious Caldwell Pope has agreed to a buyout with Memphis and plans to sign a 1 year with the Sixers. So it's already happening. I think that's a LeBron move. I think when the report came out that, I think it was a couple days before the signing, that whoever's trying to get LeBron has to be willing to, or is trying to get a few of his players that he wanted in. Everyone thought it was AD or Kyrie. But it doesn't surprise me that it's KCP. Another one, which I will get into more. I think Draymond Green is going to go to the Sixers. I just got a feeling. Got a funny feeling. LeBron's fit on the 76ers. Obviously, this is, I think it fits perfectly for him. He's going to be in that power forward spot right next to Embiid when Embiid's there. When Embiid's not there, it's going to be a I think is it Huck Porty. I don't know who else they've got at center. Just having a look now. Justin Edwards. I mean, he was in Minnesota. I'm pretty sure he was in Minnesota for a little bit, but I don't really. Yeah, you know what I mean. And Adam Bonner, I don't, whatever his name is. Um, those two guys, it's tough. But I believe LeBron James can sort of make any center look really good. Obviously, DeAndre Ayton was maybe he didn't look too good, to be fair. If we're looking at it really honestly, but I just think that's gonna be the question mark. How many games Julian gonna play? We know he's not gonna play. He's not gonna hit that threshold of 65 games. LeBron may not even hit that anymore. But the good thing is they've just traded Jaylen Brown for basically nothing. So they've got Jaylen Brown in that team to keep him alive. They've got Tyrese Maxey, who I think. Look, do I think Tyrese Maxey is going to be top 5 caliber in the league at some point? Potentially. I would think he's going to be a top 15 player most of his career. VJ Edgecombe, I just don't know. VJ Edgecombe is unbelievable. He's probably the most athletic basketball player, one of in the league. I don't want to give Amen Thompson his credit. He's crazy. So I think this really helps those two. I think this helps Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe. I think Edgecombe is going to learn so much. Maxey is going to learn so much. Like the IQ of LeBron James next to these guys is just going to be it's going to be crazy. Jaylen Brown is the one I'm interested to see how that works. I don't know if Jaylen Brown is a perfect fit next to the LeBron, but I think what the 76ers have done is pretty much bring in LeBron and Jaylen for absolutely peanuts. They gave away an aging Paul George who, let's be honest, he probably had worse a time at 76ers than he did good. I know he had a good finish last year after his suspension. But I'm pretty sure the 76ers would be very happy to trade him away and in return get Jaylen Brown and subsequently get LeBron James on the team. The depth is what I'm worried about. But look, they've got enough. I think they've got enough. I think you've got it. Yeah, Maxey, Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, LeBron, Embiid, Dominic Barlow, LeBaron Philon. Actually, I really am a big fan of LeBaron Philon. He was rumored to. He did workouts with Minnesota, and I don't know why, because he wasn't projected to go so far back. I don't know. I'm not big into college basketball, so I wouldn't sit here and say, "Oh, I know this," and I don't know much about LeBaron. I saw he was doing a training at Minnesota, which we had the 27th pick, but I'm pretty sure he went pick like 2019, 20 or 19, 21, around that range. He's going to be good. He's one to watch this year, I think, in the out of all the rookies. I don't think he's obviously going to rookie. He's going to be tough with how much talent's up the top end, but LeBaron Philon's going to be really good. Anthony Simons, like I said, I didn't realize they actually got Anthony. Dean Wade, I love Dean Wade. We love white boys that can shoot over here. Yeah, Dean Wade's going to be fun, but yeah, I think they've got enough to compete. Do I think they're better than the Knicks? Probably not. I think the Knicks have just got a well-rounded team. Who else is in the Boston Celtics? I think they're better than Boston right now, but especially that Boston's just sort of had a bit of a reset with giving away Jaylen Brown. Pacers. I think Pacers. Everyone's sort of expecting the Pacers to be really good, based off Halliburton coming back, but I don't know if he's going to come back at what he was in 2024, 2025. So I would have the 76ers 2-4 in the East. I would have them right now. I would have them 2-4. I think Knicks are number 1, and then from anywhere throughout that, I think the 76ers could be placed. But I also look in it. There's obviously a world where they do just wipe over the team, the conference, and just basically just lead them to a chip. And if LeBron does that, I mean, does he any more reason to be the GOAT? That's the thing. The second thing I want to talk about is LeBron gonna drop off. I know they've been saying this. Like there was that infamous tweet that said, "This fuckery can't go on much longer." Um, and I'm pretty sure that was in like 2016, 2017, 2018. He's still averaging 27 and 6. So, do I think he's going to average that next year? Great question. I think he's going to. I don't think he'll drop below 19 points. I think he's going to do 19 to 22 points a game. I think his assist numbers are going to go up to like an 8 or yeah, 7. Keep it up to a 7 or an 8 point. Yeah, an 8. And then I think his rebounds will go down a little bit. I'm thinking that the number I'm thinking is more like a 28 and 5. 28 and 5. I think he's gonna play make quite a bit for this team. But I also don't think I've seen like people are saying he's going to average like 11 assists and lead the league in assists. I just don't think he's going to have the ball in his hand enough. I just don't think that's going to happen. I think Jaylen Brown is going to be this team's engine. Like he is going to have his whatever he's averaged 28, 29 points a game. Tyrese Maxey's always going to go up, obviously. Edgecomb's just going to want more and more of the ball. When Embiid's on the court, that's another mouth you've got to feed. Like, I just don't see LeBron having the ball as much as he has with the Lakers, and that's with Luka and Austin Reeves. So, it's interesting to see. I think he'll average 19 to 21 points a game. I can see that. He'll obviously be an All-Star again. I don't think, what's that, 22 or 21 All-Star games, 22 All-Star games? It's crazy. But yeah, this video is obviously going to be a bit sketchy. This is my first one. Happy to have comments on where to improve. Just don't be a flog, if that in the nicest way possible. Now into stuff about me. Obviously, no, if you don't know me, you know nothing about me. You know anything. Who's this guy talking sports? And that's valid. To be fair, it's just another guy talking sports. Probably what you're going to think, and that's valid. Obviously, yeah. My name's Chris. Everyone calls me Chid. Thing's called the Big Chid Show. I've been thinking about doing this. Been Been organizing this for about I want to say 2 or 3 months now. I've really been trying to just sort it all out, get everything sorted. I'm a Timberwolves fan, so there's obviously going to be always a bit of bias towards the Timberwolves. Karl-Anthony Towns was my favorite player. Obviously, seeing him win a chip was unbelievable. Of course, it's also bittersweet seeing him in a Knicks uniform doing that. But it is what it is. You move on. Obviously, yeah, I'm a Timberwolves fan, and the LeBron decision, yeah, affected my team as well. Like, I think the Timberwolves were hell bent on they need to get LeBron because who is their starting power forward? I don't know. I am of the mind that now that LeBron is in the Sixers, I think they're just going to go with Jaden McDaniels at the 4, which he did play well. I just don't like it defensively. I want Jaden McDaniels on the perimeter, guarding point guards, shooting guards. I just think that's where he's best used defensively. I think the lineup will probably be LaMelo, Ant, Io, Jade McDaniels, and Rudy. I think offensively that's going to be much better, especially with LaMelo unlocking Rudy. I think we are in store for a Rudy Gobert averaging back up to like 14, 15 points a game. I just got a feeling. There's no facts to back that other than when he had an elite point guard like who do you have? I'm having a mind blank on those Jazz teams. He was averaging 13, 15, 16 points a game when he was an all-star, doing all that stuff on Utah. Do I think he's going to be that good? Look, he is, 30-something now. So, unlikely. But I do see Rudy Gobert having a much better offensive year than he has had on the Wolves. I think this could be one of his better offensive years. Obviously, keeping that elite defensive value as well. And then obviously, Jay McDaniels needs to jump. I've always been high on Jaden McDaniels, but he needs to have an offensive jump again for us to really be a contender. He has been consistently getting better and better and better, which we love. But he needs to have another jump to be considered this team and a contender. I also think Ant's going to have an MVP year. The full bias is showing right now, and I'm not afraid to show it. I think LaMelo unlocks Ant to a whole new level. When you look at Ant, he's one of the best, or if not the best, catch and shoot 3-point shooter in the league. Obviously, Steph Curry's you never compare to Steph. Steph Curry's the best shooter ever, nonstop. But when you look at Ant, he is statistically the best catch and shoot 3-point shooter in the comp, and I think he didn't have enough of that last year. He had to play make and take players up the bounce way more than he should have. With LaMelo Ball, that unlocks him. That unlocks him to a whole new level where I think he will be in MVP chatter. And I think the team will win enough games for him to really have a strong argument. This is just all predictions. We're going to have I'll have a few videos come out before, obviously, season starts. We're going to try and talk about some schedule in a second. But yeah, another team that I think the LeBron decision has affected really, like in a really bad way, is the Warriors. Obviously, the report came out this morning that the Warriors are looking to not bowl or not. It was something about not helping Steph Curry win games. Like they're just looking towards the future or something now. Like they don't think their roster is good enough to win. Now, well, there's no moves that they can make for them to be a competitive team. Which I think I saw something about the Steph Curry. They'd be open to Steph Curry moving back to Charlotte or something like that. I don't know if there's a fake tweet. I've been fooled for it before, but I think that's it. I think the Warriors now, that's the final nail in the coffin. I think that's been brewing. I don't think the Jimmy Butler thing has worked out as I think they wanted to. Obviously, the injury didn't help. Kristaps Porzingis was a cool pickup at the time, but I don't like he had. I think he's got some mystery illness. I don't know what the go is with it. He's been not himself. Draymond still hasn't had a contract offer, which is what links into him going to the Sixers. I think Draymond says the writing on the wall. I know he probably is a lifelong Warrior, but I've got a feeling that let's be honest, he's glazed LeBron for so long. I think he's going to go to the 76ers and join up with them, which he's not going to start, but he's a pretty good defensive option off the bench. If he does go over there on whatever, I think they can only afford minimums over there at Philly, but whatever happens with that, I think Draymond's gone. I think Curry will probably only have one more year, and I think Charlotte's the option there. And look, if he goes to Charlotte, that's a nice team. That's a very good team. But we're jumping a bit ahead right now. But I think the Warriors are done. I think Jimmy Butler, I don't know when he comes back, but I don't think he's going to come back the same. I think Draymond's gone. I think Porzingis is not Porzingis anymore. Curry's going to be gone at the end of the year, I've got a feeling. So I think this is the downfall of the Warriors. And look, for however long, 2013 to 2023, they were a dynasty. And you can't just help but respect that. But I think they're done now. So that's all interesting. Now that's it mostly for the basketball stuff. I've got, like I said, this was a very short video. I didn't have much planned. I just wanted to get one out, talk to the people, talk about LeBron. And yeah, here we are. So the plans for this YouTube channel, obviously I'm in Australia. So if there's any American listeners, I'm always going to be probably a little bit late to basketball news. Just because I'm asleep when most of it normally comes out. But on the days of those, I will be uploading in the afternoons for me. And then, I'll try and upload at least 2 to 3 times a week. If there's obviously breaking news, I'll upload that day. So just be watching whenever you get your noties about Shams dropping bombs, which I don't rate Shams. Is anyone? I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion, but I want Woj bombs back. I know he's never coming back, but I want a Woj bomb in 2026. But look, thank you for listening. Obviously, this is the first of many. I can't wait to go on this adventure with you guys. And I hope you enjoyed. Obviously, if there's any comments, if you disagree with me, comment down below. I am very much going to read comments because obviously I'm not going to have too many to start off with, so I will see every single one. And yeah, guys, I shall see you in the next video. This is Big Chid from the Big Chid Show. See you later.